It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Orbits, superstar wide receiver. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Orbits and the Bisons, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Bisons of Omaha and the Orlando Orbits. Hello again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they enter play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for this visiting Omaha club, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about
getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. But bottom line, how did they get a win?
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll try the left side. Whitfield. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the opening drive of the game yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 69 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Bison.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in the football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On 2nd down now, Whitfield, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, Thomas. He finds his man, complete. That's Dean. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Thomas will look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Dean. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
To throw is Thomas. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's Thomas. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And Howe will throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. With a play fake, and now here's Howe to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. Orlando takes back over on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Now Thomas. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Dean. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Thomas. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Thomas. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Morris. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's Thomas on 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And his kick here is good. And that will make it 6-0. He might be being set up here for a busy ball game. Already 2 kicks here in the 1st quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points, but what they really want is to find a way for him to kick extra points instead of field goals.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Six 0 our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Howell out of the shotgun. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now they go play action with Howell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Back to throw, Howell. Escaping the pressure right. Howell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now Howell. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On first down, Whitfield nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They work now on 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series, but the biggest one of all, Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Johnson. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Howell down to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Howell from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Santos.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Johnson's got it complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Howell. He finds his man complete. That's Santos. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Gain of 7. 1st down, Bison.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Barton. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
It's Howe with another throw. He finds his man complete. That's Barton. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw again. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Orlando takes back over on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
At the 33-yard line.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Thomas. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Thomas. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Thomas on 1st down. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time we'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. First down, Hal to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
To throw is Thomas. Throwing on 4th down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards. And an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Thomas. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Orbits will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Open man downfield is Johnson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Howell throwing on first down here. Again, it's Johnson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Back to throw. Howell. Quick completion here to Johnson. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And this one is right down Broadway. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7.
Okay,
This
Coach,
has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle. We have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down. will throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he's got this down to the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Santos. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell. Take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bisons are an extra point away from drawing level.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Whitfield. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
To throw is Thomas. This is Reese on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Thomas. Gets this one to Morris. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Thomas. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
And 1.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Thomas will look to throw. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, Thomas. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start. Offense.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Howell. He finds his man, complete. That's Santos. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Sullivan.
Complete to number 26. It's a gain of 13. But it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And an Omaha 1st down.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Howell. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now Howell. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bisons have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Well, Charles, I think you and I both agree these guys were outplayed in that 1st half, and the scoreboard reflected that, but they've come out since halftime. They've looked like a different team.
And it makes you wonder what was said and done in that locker room because They've made some nice adjustments, and they're executing better. I think they got some fiery guys on that sideline that had a few things to say at the half, and now they've come out with a vengeance.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Orlando takes back over on offense.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Thomas able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. As we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And that's incomplete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Thomas. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Ball start. Offense.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Thomas. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That was 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Johnson to return it. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
At the 44-yard line.
Howell from the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Santos. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First down, Bisons.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
3 yards to go.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd.
And that will be incomplete as well.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Thomas now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Holding. Offense.
So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And his kick is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Orlando takes back over on offense. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
Now Thomas throwing to start the drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Thomas. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his man, complete. That's Reese. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the 41, Thomas. Throw left side, complete. That's Dean. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Thomas. And His throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Thomas firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here is 3rd down and 4. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Omaha, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Orlando, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.